Oh, yeah. Welcome to the show, Flav. It's like somebody tried to shut you down then, didn't they? Flav. The main man.
What happened to
Yo, you know, I was rushing for the plane, you know, trying to get over here to make sure I make the show, you know, and I forgot my coat like the rest of the fellas also. You know, I forgot my word clock, man.
You
know,
got your word clock,
no, I
though.
still got my word clock. It's hanging up on the wall, and I give it the best to it all, you know.
Good.
Is 1992 the year you're going to go digital?
Huh?
Are you going to go digital in 92 with your
Nah,
clocks?
I'm not going digital. I'm going word with my clock.
The Public Enemy have caused quite a bit of controversy in the time. I mean, like, you upset the Canadians some time ago, and, you know, you're associated with Louis Farrakhan and people like that. Have you actually ever had any personal, you know, threats made against your person?
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you right now, really, man, I should have my partner Chuck up here to really answer these type of questions here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, check this out. I mean, you know, yo, Chuck, where you at, G? I think he went upstairs, you know. But see, you know, far as with questions like that, you know, Chuck answers them best. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we had threats made to us before, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you like this, though. You know, I don't care who makes threats to us, but can't nothing stop us, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't stop reality from being real.
Now, you're on tour at the moment. You're playing in my hometown tomorrow night. With Anthrax. Do you actually think your crowd, a hip-hop crowd, is going to enjoy an heavy metal band like Anthrax?
Well, let me tell you something, man. There's a whole lot of hip-hop crowds that likes all kinds of music, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got a lot of hip-hop crowd that like rock music. You got a lot of rock music likers that like hip-hop music, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was a good crossover with us and Anthrax, you know what I'm saying? To show that music is for everyone and not just for one type of people, because it's a unity thing. Music is a unity thing.
What do they get up to backstage, these rock bands like Anthrax?
Wait, say that again?
What do they get up to backstage, these rock bands?
Because
I've heard all about them.
Yo, everybody just, you know, be into a one big family thing. Like, we did a tour over in the United States with Anthrax, you know, and, you know, as you travel together, you get to learn one another, and you know each other's ways, and you become one big family, you know what I'm saying? And that's all it's really like, you know. And you know how it is backstage. It's like hectic when you got a whole bunch of people going this way and that way. It's like, you know, but it's great though, man. Mainly touring with Anthrax, man. That's a bunch of good guys, man. You know what I'm saying? And they rocks the house too. You gotta see us do Bring the Noise together, man. Y'all got to see Anthrax and Public Enemy do Bring the Noise together, G. And we rock your boots to the roots, boy.
I was hoping to have a look at a little video clip of your Arizona track off your album, Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Black. See if we can have a look at this, because this is actually about the fact that Arizona's the only state in the USA that along with New Hampshire, I think, that doesn't commemorate Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you got some states, you know what I'm saying, that's on this racial garbage, you know what I'm saying? You know, and like, you know, Arizona, man, you know, is one state that refused to make Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday a holiday, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people in Arizona, you know, a lot of black people in Arizona fought for it, you know what I'm saying? And they shut the black people down, you know what I'm saying? So right now what my partner Chuck is saying, yo, we got to shut them down. If you don't want to go along with the program, you know what I'm saying? We got to shut you down.
Okay. Well, I should apologise because we nearly shut you down earlier on in the show today, but you're going to stay around with us.
That's all right. I know the equipment almost shut us down, but we wasn't shutting down. Can't nothing shut us down.
We'll need you to stick around to let us know what time it is.
I bet, man. You know what time it is? The really time to get to this commercial, and we'll be right back.
No, actually, it is actually time to join our Katie, who's over in Austria, out on... I don't know about bouncing around on rubber. I didn't think Katie was into that. Yeah, have you ever been skiing, Flav?
No, I've never been skiing, but there was times, you know, the way I stand up on a sliding board and slide down on my feet, you know, without busting my butt on the sliding board. I always wanted to do stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of fun, you know. I'm a big kid. I never grew up, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think I ever will.
Well, let's hope you don't. Meanwhile, a couple of lads who look very grown up indeed. This is what I mean about Amanda. She always gets the dirty jobs. favourite. What's happened in 1992? What about that?
Huh?
The beauty contest there for Oprah Winfrey show.
Hey, yo, man, let me tell you something, man. I'm just learning about this beauty contest stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, to everybody that got beauty, bless your heart, you know what I'm saying? And I hope you live on for the longest.
But they're looking for European sex symbols. Is that because there's no sex symbols in America?
There's sex symbols all around the world, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Everybody's a symbol of sex. You know what I'm saying? Whether you popular, whether you not, you're still a symbol of sex. Whether you rich in your pockets, whether you ain't got no money, you're still a symbol of sex. You know what I'm saying? Every person that's living in the world is a symbol of sex.
Mm-hmm. I was just going to ask you about our clock again. You've not hocked it, have you?
Huh?
You've not hocked our clock.
Oh, yo, man, let me tell you something, man. Your clock right now is hanging on my wall at home, man, as a national monument. You know what I'm saying? And that's word. You know, for real, man. I mean, you know, last time I was over here and everything, me and Mandy was hanging out in the limo, went by clock shops and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had Boy George and Whitney Houston on the show, and, you know, we was doing the outside stuff and everything, and then right before the show ended, boom, Flav pops up in the studio. I'm like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Whitney was surprised. Boy George was kind of surprised, but I said, yo, what's up, Boy George? What's up? He looked at me like, like, yeah, well, you too. What's up?
He was probably trying to see what time it was.
Huh? No, I think y'all should have gave him the clock then. He needs to know what time it is, man.
OK, well, our clock on this show's ticking away. While me and Flav here get busy, you lot can have a look at this week's gossip.
That's right, don't touch that dial.
All right, come on. They'll be ruining your image, won't they?
Yeah, they will, yeah.
Have you actually met Flav before?
Yeah, Flav, larger-than-life character, my man.
Do you do any sparring to Public Enemy music?
No. No, I just listen to it. I mean, it's good music. It's saying quite a lot. That was weak. Whoever said that was weak. You know, have some respect for the man, all right?
Well, what did they say?
The man said, no, it doesn't matter.
What? Kick the lyrics. Nah, ladies, I crashed him, G. What, G?
This guy's talking about Michael Watson. Michael Watson is a very courageous fighter.
Who's Michael Watson?
The man I fought in my last fight.
Oh, okay.
He proved himself to be a man. He beat me for most of the fight. I won the fight, and this guy's still shouting out these stupid words. Leave it alone,
I thought
right?
they said something about me or something.
If we ignore the hecklers from the audience for a little while, which is a good idea, I think, at a moment. Your first fight, February the 1st, Sugar Boy Malinga in Birmingham.
Birmingham New Arena.
How will you actually feel getting into the ring at that time?
I am a ruthless man, and I have to be. If I'm going to fight, I'm going to be ruthless. I'm extreme. Either I do it or I don't, and I'm going to do it.
In the world of boxing, I mean, there's WBO, WBC, IBF. Have you actually got, if you like, aspirations to win all three?
My aspirations is for money. As hard as it may sound, my aspirations is for money. Titles bring money. I mean, I have a family, I have 2 children, I have a wife. I've been married for a year. As far as I'm concerned, my job, my priority is to look after them and my immediate family. And so therefore, money is the most important thing. We all work in this room here. Why? To pay our mortgages. Why? To live. Do you mind? What's happening here?
I think you might have too much power for this place.
I think it's the band not switched some of their equipment off, actually. Now, you do remain undefeated, but I mean, I've been talking to quite a few fight fans, and they all want to know, when are you going to fight somebody like Harold Graham or even Mike McCallum?
Mike McCallum is not a champion at this time. He has nothing to offer. No disrespect. Hold on, okay, hold on. No disrespect. I wouldn't have fired the man anyway. I'm a businessman. Scared, no. Doesn't come into it. I'm a businessman. Harold Graham I will not fight. He's a spoiler. He's a very tricky fighter. There are much better fighters in the world than him who are rated higher than he is, who are easier to beat than he is. Do you understand? Oh, yeah. He's a very hard man to beat. He's a very hard man to beat. I've got to deal with all this heckling here. Come, give me a break.
Do you think it's because you are quite honest, whereas a lot of people... I mean, you are honest to such a degree that people do kind of take objection at times, especially the media, because it's quite a tricky business, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I can't beat everyone. I can beat the people I think I can beat. I'm not going to fight anyone who may be a bit too good for me. I'm a businessman. I've got to make money for my family.
Do you not actually think that you get better, though, with every fight?
Better? I'm getting old. My bones are brittle. I'm 25. I've been in this game for 9 years, and it's hurting. It hurts. It's very hard. And one can very easily get bitter if they don't have someone to lift their spirits, you know, as my trainer does.
Are you a boxing fan, Flav?
Yo, man, I sure am a boxing fan, you know, and not only that, but, you know, through the tour that we had in the United States, I got a chance to meet Muhammad Ali's daughter and wife, you know, down in Philadelphia, you know, and he was the world heavyweight boxing champion of the world for years. And not only that, but he signed me a pair of boxing gloves, you know. Not only that, but day before yesterday, I was cooling out with my boy Mike Tyson over at his house in Cleveland, Ohio. This boy is looking fat. Yeah.
Okay, but Tyson's not as smart as Chris.
Huh?
Tyson's my boy as well.
But Tyson isn't as what? He's not as what?
Smart, no, he's smart. No, Tyson
turned out.
No, well, Tyson. I mean, I saw Mike Tyson on 68th Street on Madison Avenue in Gianni Versace, and these are the clothes I'm wearing today. So he more or less inspired me to start buying this designer's clothes, you know.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Tyson is smart. Tyson ain't dumb at all. He's got brains, you know what I'm saying? Word up. Okay. But it's just that a lot of people in the world got brains, too.
Somebody over in America who's got brains and is making quite a lot of money at the moment is Paula Abdul. She's just finishing her... I should say she is just finishing her American tour, and we sent Katie out to the flatlands of Utah, Salt Lake City to be exact, to meet her. Oh, I don't know about that. Be the first time, wouldn't it? Mr. Desperate and Needy, as I'm known. Listen, what about this thing with the hunks? I mean, you've been to America. You were a kind of British hunk in the States at one time, weren't you, Chris?
British hunk?
Well, in your time, you know, when you were a young lad.
I was a teenager.
Did you have the accent, though? Did you still have a British accent when you lived in
Yeah, you never
New York?
lose your accent. Never.
Did that not make you more popular with the girls?
No, I wasn't. My life was boxing at that time, and I studied my trade very hard, you know. And so those things didn't really... I don't say they didn't interest me. It wasn't wise at that time, which is why I'm the fighter I am today, you know.
And what about you, Flav?
What?
Have you ever been a bit of a hunk as far as women were concerned?
What, punks and all of that stuff?
A hunk?
What's a hunk, man? Only
handsome, sexy guy.
Let me tell you something. The only honk I know is when you do that on your horn, you know you honk. Honk. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a sexy guy, you know what I'm saying? You know. Come on, man, I'd be sexy too.
I should actually say that boy George has actually rung up, and when before he said that that he might not know what time it was, he said that he knows what time it is. It's gay time.
Yo,
charming. Okay, after the break, we'll be visiting Nicolas Cage in Las Vegas, and we'll be going to the Austrian Alps with Katie.
Hey, yo, we cut off?
Well, raves over in Austria and everything like that. Have you actually been able to go to any raves, or have you got a very disciplined life nowadays?
Well, disciplined. I mean, I've gone to 1 or 2 clubs in the past few weeks in accordance to New Year's Eve and my wedding anniversary. Tramps in London, that's about it. I mean, I just don't do it. You just can't, you know. If you want to win your fights, you've got to, go to bed and sleep and, get up and run and all that boring stuff, you know.
Did you actually dance when you go to these dudes?
No. No, I'm very stiff upper-lipped, stiff-shouldered now. I can't relax. People are watching you, people are scrutinising you, so you can't really.
What about you, Flav? You been to any of the raves in New York?
Well, yeah, I've been to a few raves in New York, you know, and, one thing about me, I like to go out and, put myself amongst everybody, because flavor is amongst everybody, you know, and, hey, man, they be having good times at these raves, but I just stand back on the wall and just really watch how they party, you know.
A busman's holiday.
Yeah.
Now, it is about, as I say, it was about a year ago that we last had Flav on the show. It's also a year ago since we first spoke to Nicolas Cage.
I gotta give this to him?
Yeah. But I'm afraid it's dropped off. Must have run it on personality there.
Sit down here.
Nice to meet you. I believe you've got something for Amanda there because, well, now it's Mandy Taylor, as she's known.
Oh,
she got married the other week.
Mandy
and
Taylor.
Flav's bought you a wedding present.
Oh,
yeah. Congratulations and all of that. And
what is it?
You know, huh?
A casserole
it ain't a crock pot, but
well, thank you very much.
yeah, I was
Flav.
told to give this to you.
Well, you know,
Thank you very much,
this is
Flav.
from the bottom of the heart.
Thank you, Chris. And that's about it from us for this week.
Thank
we will
you.
be back next week when we'll have Paul Heaton of the beautiful South on. Meanwhile, thanks to you, Chris, and thanks again, Flav, for coming in.
The show is over, man.
Yeah, finished now.
Oh, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. Because next week we've got, what have we got? We've got Kid and Play in LA. We've got Kelly McGillis in Florida. We've got my little brother Bruiser coming in to take my place because I'll be away. And it will end tonight with Primal Scream and another track from their brilliant album.
You know, threats made against your person.
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, really, man, I should have my partner Chuck up here to really answer these type of questions here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, check this out. I mean, you know, yo, Chuck, where you at, G? I think he went upstairs, you know?
In 92 the year, you're going to go digital.
Huh?
Are you going to go digital in 92 with your
Nah,
clocks?
I'm not going digital, I'm going word with my clock.
The Public Enemy have caused quite a bit of controversy in the time. I mean, like you upset the Canadians some time ago, and you know, you're associated with Louis Farrakhan and people like that. Have you actually ever had any personal... Oh, yeah. Welcome to the show, Flav. It's like somebody tried to shut you down then, didn't they?
But see, you know, far as with questions like that, you know, Chuck answers them best. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we had threats made to us before, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you like this, though. You know, I don't care who makes threats to us, but can't nothing stop us, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't stop reality from being real.
No, you're on tour at the moment. The main man.
What happened to
Yo,
it?
you know, I was rushing for the plane, you know, trying to get over here to make sure I make the show, you know, and I forgot my coat like the rest of the fellas also. You know, I forgot my word clock, man.
Still
You know,
got your word clock,
no, I still
though?
got my word clock. It's
Good.
hanging up on the wall, and I give it the best to it all, you know.
Good.
It's not